Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So if you're using Vivaldi, then just a quick one to let you know that the browser has just received a point release update, which will include this week's security fixes for the Chromium platform, which the browser is based on, and also includes some fixes, improvements, and a crash fix. So the latest version and build after the update has been applied is 8.0.4033.42. And for the Chromium platform, that'll be 148.0.778.256. Now, that will include this week's security patch as mentioned, but Google still hasn't told us and given us any details as to what security fixes have rolled out. It still says security update coming shortly. But nonetheless, be that as it may, just double check your browser's up to date because it does include this week's security fixes. Now, the first change is actually quite interesting, where it's a user agent change where Vivaldi says it's now set the Chromium version spoof to 149.0.7827.53, which is the same basically as Google Chrome, because Vivaldi, as mentioned, is currently still on version 148. So basically, what's happening in Vivaldi's own words, and I'm quoting, there's a white lie to websites so they do not think Vivaldi is out of date. That's why it's spoofing to that version. So that's an interesting one. And then next up, there's a crash fix for extensions when using chrome.tabs.discard. And there's a fix for settings that were not saved anymore during a periodic preload. And there's a fix for tab stack names. Apparently the stack names were lost after restarting the browser. So that's a niggly issue that's been sorted out. And then the last one is for themes, where Vivaldi says the menu button no longer touches the upper left corner. So that's the latest point release, some security patches for this week, and we get some fixes, improvements, and a crash fix. So if you are using the browser, just double check it's up to date. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.